What's up, YouTube? I'm back again. I'm sorry I haven't been on here so long because I've been sick. My family I had a little summer virus going on around here. Started with my little kids and walk up to me. Uh, you know, hey, it is what it is. We all get to the point where we get sick to uh, there. We get I'm gonna dive into this video real quick. Please subscribe to this kind of thing if you like my reaction to these kind of video. It won't be just on this channel. Martial art reacts to martial art often reacts to. It will also be on my Juinchi channel as well. So either way, I hope you enjoy this. Subscribe both channels so I can grow both of them as well. And yeah, once again, don't forget to subscribe to not just this channel, but Mitchell Lina martial arts, other good channels such as Hard to Hurt, with Ice and Mike. Like big fan of his stuff. I like his stuff. He's kind of goofy with him and sense that self. Anyways, it was awesome. Before I got sick, I was able to interact with Ed, and hopefully I can do an interview with him. And this time I'm sure the lighting is better. That you see me better. I wasn't. I won't be as discombobulated as it was. That's my first time doing any kind of interview like that. I would love to be able to do another one with him and JD, and hopefully hopefully I will be able to interact with him, with Asim Mike, Rob Mendojo, and all that stuff, and just I think I'm gonna see if I can get in touch with Dan Inosanto to talk to him, get some good fun knowledge with him and his experience with Bruce. So that's what I want to do on my channel now. I mean, I've been doing I love the martial arts. I think to really open the road to JKD again is for me to see if I can bring it back to life and don't let Bruce's art die out, so to speak. Alright, let's dig into this one here with Guru Dan Inosanto. I love it. That's Belchi. That's the right to the throat. This is the Ip-Man. Really good sing with Donnie Yen. He did a very good job playing Ip-Man. Awesome job.
A lot of times when people
the monk junk.
Like
So he's using the monk junk, which is the mook jong, excuse me, which is the boy dummy. It looks like he has a line of them, which I think I know Guru Dan Inosanto did end up getting certified in the Munchan, and I think he added more. I think he wanted to add more Munchan to JKD, because according to one of his videos, Bruce only had a level 3, but he had an understanding of someone who had mastered the arts, in other words. So let's go into to this video.
a lot of boxers ask me, said, well, nobody fights like this. Why ain't...
So, Tong style and palm strike.
Why are they doing this on a dummy? So that's a posture. It's a movement in time. It's a transitional movement. A lot of times, if I perform what we call a pop sow and the lop sow, sometimes he will trap my hand down like this. Okay? That's one way.
No, that yeah, yeah. And Wing Chun, that's a possibility. In a street fight in modern days, not so much on that. I skip a lot of this video because it's a lot of Dan Inosanto talking, and I really want to get into the of the his of it. So uh, uh
And the other way is he'll trap it together. Now this motion here is the third motion. When you teach, he'll turn or move in. Again, slow motion. This is one, this is two, this is three, four.
pretty cool scene of that was a Ant-Man. Another scene of Ant-Man was pretty cool. Mm, yeah. So I have all four of Ant-Man movies. I love these uh the the series of the Ant-Man movie. Again, like I said, then so, yeah, that makes sense. And to do these drills, because when you are doing drill and you're doing what they call it, sensitivity drills, and when you're here and you playing out what you're doing, you're playing out all kinds of different scenarios. So if I pop here and I'm able to go try to go first stroke myself, uh obviously I'm not gonna have my hand out and then come back. I want to come back this way. Maybe okay. So now he's goes out. Now I can probably talk south here and or whatever that person is feeding me. Let's say I'm here and he happened to block mine, and I can maybe so Uh, obviously, I'm not gonna keep this. Mostly when I throw my punch, I would retract my punch. But if I happen to happen, if I happen to feel him touching my hand, I can lopsided. I can I can move my hand. I can swing my hand around for lopsided and pull him in for my secondary strike instead. Uh, it's better to have a, like showing on with a person or using Mook Jong to really show what to have a bit of visual understanding of what I'm saying. But that is the idea is of those drills. If I'm able to reach them out with a Tong Sao or maybe a Bang Sao, whatever the case is, whatever Sao, I'm jump Saoing, I can pop here and go to Belgium here. It's it's finding the gap, and branching, finding the gap and branching, finding the gap in the opening, so I can bridge that gap, and can fill it in with a strike instead of being playing pancakes thing. If I'm happen to trap him like this, so I can go into my entry to of my strike to penetrate his blocks, then I'm able to move forward. It's like playing chess. I move this and move here, and then if you do that, my next move I want to take that your pawn or your knight. That's if unite is right here, and I able to use my other knight, and I can use my knight to intercept you. And now I strike, and I took your rook, knight, whatever you have out there for me to take. So if I'm here and I'm somewhere where I can make that L shape, boom, and I tuck out your defense, and I was able to strike, and I was able to intercept. So when you play chess, you can use that intercepted mine here. You let them pull out. You don't really focus on the pawns. The pawns are just a distraction. Although you taking them out is okay, but you want the bigger deal is to uh, take out the lower, the height, taking out their main defense, versus then so that you can get the checkmate in the chess. That's the idea in chess, right? But that's not too far off from finding it either. If you uh, if I want to hit a hook, that's my knight. I'm going to because it can come because I'm going to the L direction. And the hook does come in this way, but if I put, let's if I put a, now I have here I'm now if you're visualizing this the L shape of my hand, and you're right here, and my my hook comes this way. If you come here and you put, now you line them up, you have an L shape. I know that sounds idiotic or doesn't make sense. I'm not trying to sound. The point is, right? I'm moving. I'm gonna work around to try to get a checkmate. Could you use your knight to, yeah, of course. I've seen people use knights at checkmate. Your head is the king, right? You want to protect it out of all time. um, it's I know as a Mike, he didn't. I don't think he likes the idea of using chess as a fight strategy. But in reality, you can for us know. Yeah, if you're a super nerd, you're like, oh, well, I know how to play chess, and I suck at fighting. Well, uh, martial arts, you learn because think about this. If you have better footwork, hear me again, better footwork, that is your knight, that's your rook, that's your queen. There's all the best moves, all the best weapons that you have, right? A queen goes straight, got a diagonal, I can go anywhere. That's your footwork. And you add your that's part of your footwork. Then you add the rook rook. That's your footwork to help you bridge that gap. And then you have the knight that comes around. That's your hook. That could be your jab, uppercut, right? With the rook. those could be the fencing lines of attack. The um the tactic, your head, the body, all that stuff. You use you throw out, and your box is a pawn. If I grab about or if I catch, I intercept you use my pawn, pop. Now I pot you. I got you. That's the idea of that.
A lot of times you will see this. He'll put the foot like that, and people look at it.
Put it again.
With this. Kickboxing might look at that. This is for close quarter, and it's a movement in time. So when I trap this barrier and I come back, he'll come across, and you'll see the knee, his foot will jam in closer over here. See over here? Back. Okay, so that's basically what the movement teaches. A lot of things in the dummy, and they have different meanings. And if you ask different teachers, they have different meanings. Like a good example on the third one, they go 1, 2, and 1, 2 back and hit. Well, actually, all that is this is teaching you how to parry this way. But this one feeds to left hand like this and just firing. So I'll do this slowly. See how this one cuts?
Beautiful trapping.
That's that motion here. But many people they don't understand it because it's a dummy, and a dummy is just a training method in it too.
I think if I think Tsuyoshi Abe demonstrate forms 3, 4, 5 of Incheon. Followed by the revised form 5 form Jeet Kundo. Interesting. I do believe Mujong or the wooden dummy can benefit people for MMA, boxers, karate, you name it. It can really you can really use it if you have the money, or you make you one yourself. Of scrap wood. Buying I think I want to. I have a phone pole that went down. I would like to take that and turn it into a wooden dummy. It's just have the tools to do it, and finding the and you know, because it has the book Jung has a good quality of training tool, especially look, I mean, it's the same concept of having a bob, right? You can take a bob itself and give him arms, and then you can give him a leg. Now you got a body double function of bob there. You know, you can send him up with the two arms like this, and a third one for the like you would with the Wing Chun dummy, and then you can attach the leg, or use the base as the symbol of the leg, and then you have that same concept of that. So you can really, it really is the it's just applying your imagination, because if you don't have a training partner that's convenient for you, and then when you want to practice your moves, or solo training, you know, especially when you have solo training that you try to do, you can really benefit yourself by using the mahjong, the mahjong, the mahjong JKD mahjong uh, dummy. Let's say if you got drab claws, so you can go into the you can get into the motion. You can maybe let's say that's the thing. You bam, I go or you find you step out of range, bam, bam, boom. We can it's fine, fine range. Oh, I got a hook here, bam, 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 or whatever. And you just gotta create your give you ideas because with those visible arms, you play with it all day. You come up with different drills and scenarios. Not only that, if you're an instructor as well, and it doesn't matter if you're a kickboxer, if you're a kickboxer, Muay Thai, MMA guy, whatever, and you try to teach a drill. I think the I think using something like that, like a wooden dummy, would would benefit you to show something. Because you don't have to always call up a student to demonstrate. You have a training tool for that, and you can really use. It doesn't have to be a mukjong to demonstrate. You can, like I said, if you have a bob, you can put arms on bob, and usually the arms comes like this. You can have arms that come in and they are able. You're able to maneuver those arms to do what you need. Yeah, because you have that same concept of as you would with a dummy as well. So cool stuff.
This is set 3 in Wing Chun. This is set 4. And this is set number 5. That's the Wing Chun, set 3, 4, and 5. Now what I'd like to have him do is just do set 5 with JKD. Traditionally, these were not taught in order in the structure. You notice the distance he's coming in.
It was kind
This is
of gentle
component parts
beginning.
of the JKD. And they're exercises, not in combat that they're going to be in this order, but they're just some of the components needed to learn the Jeet
Man,
Kune Do.
Bruce was really fit, dude. I need to get back to
When he
to
first came to
shape.
the country was he could win everything via the straight blast, or what they call the Chik Chung Choi. As time went on, he changed that thought process, and he started to research, and experiment, and after that he would create. So a lot of that material, I think, was being changed almost on I'm not exaggerating when I said on a monthly basis. He was always changing the structure, always refining it, and making it more functional. That's what he was trying to educate me and said, you can't really follow a particular way. You have to find out what works for you. That's Jeet Kune Do.
Mm-hmm.
And the final now, that's why people ask me, can you teach it? And I said, yeah, I can teach it. Can you standardize it? No, I can't standardize it. Because you can standardize by principle and concept, but it still has to fit the individual. You can't force a person, There's certain type of skills and limitations we have with the body, so you have to fit it. In martial arts, the same way, right? What works well for one individual cannot work well for another. Our
That
our geometry of our bodies, some are big.
that's true. Very true. 'Cause everybody learns differently. So you have to figure out how this person learns. And that's one thing when I was teaching a student of mine. I came up different solutions, and he didn't really want to fiddle with the forms. So I just decided it's okay. He doesn't like the forms, but even though I had the understanding that the forms that you learn in Wing Chun was the fundamentals of it, that I was understanding the necessary of the basis. So I took different forms, and I ended up teaching him the applications. And he liked it. He liked the application. That's how he liked to learn things, and he saw a better perspective of that. So that's pretty cool.
Bigger,
So he said that.
some are smaller. So I'm going to put you, this structure here can be right to right, which is like that. It can be taught left to left.
I know
It
his
can be
nuts here
right
on.
to left, and it can be taught left to right. So what I'm going to have you do is so the low jab, low, and you back this.
I like that because uh, if you just train on one side, you become one-sided fighter. But if you train both sides, you gotta be ambidextrous. You gotta be really ready to, because once your dominant side gets hurt, you need to be able to move as good as your dominant side, baby. Because if you don't, your fight is over.
Go out to the kicking range. We'll hold it. That's usually the first drill. This will teach you hand range, okay, to kicking range. All right.
I like that
The
concept.
next one
The
is-
range is. I think I talked when I told Ed in my interview with him, like the range is a dying art because not a lot of people would talk about it. The range of the motion, the movement, using the bite measure to bridge those gaps between a boxing range and kicking range. So if you don't know what your reach is, you need to understand when you throw a punch, can you connect? If he's too far out, if you want to still hit him, can you kick and connect? That's the ranges. You need to know the difference between here, here, and here, right? If I'm here, I probably can kick him. Boop. Like if I'm here, boop. Hold on. I have my kid's choice. Those. So we got John Cena. Okay. John Cena. Yeah, let's see here. This is just somebody who's not so flimsy. Who has hands. Oh, good go. The other icon, The Rock. So if this we can actually see, and we in fighting we have the ranks. I don't know if you can really see the difference between the okay, this is not supposed to be for kids, but yet I'm using so if I'm in this direction here, if I want to punch someone, I know the punching that range to his face, to his face, my fist to his face. That's the range of my face. If I want to kick, and I know I can't punch, but the kicking is from here. I can touch his if I can trust him, just him, even if chest, stomach, whatever, if I'm able to hit that, and I know I probably can't punch, that's the kicking range. That's the range I know I can hit from. Thank you, gentlemen, for using the. Let me use that. I use that guys as a demonstration. That's the range. You gotta know how far you can hit, and then also you gotta know how far your opponent or your partner can hit you. So your reach is this, and his reach is that, this, this, and if your reach is this short and his reach is this long, you have to figure out how to get into that person, how to use your footwork, so you can make his range, which is this to this, so you can pop. If you are a boxer, you gotta get into your boxing range. If you're a kickboxer, then you gotta use your kick. If your punch is this long, your kick might be this long, this far out. So you gotta figure out, hey, I can do this at this range, or whatever. So that's good to book that.
This position, you throw the rear punch, you hook, you cross, hit. This is to teach you
Good drill. I love that drill.
to hand range out to kicking range. Now the next one, if you go trapping range to kicking range, to hand range to kicking range. Now, when we go into the Wing Chun structure, is when once we have the hand will answer like that, he'll come across.
I love the mahjong right there. It actually has a head, similar to what I was saying, like a bob would, but this one has the three. It looks like these. But you have the head right there. Now with the keep in mind, now you could buy pads. You could buy the paddings. I would love to have a mahjong like that with the but I don't want on this other structure. I would like to have with a weighted down one like this, where it's kind of portable. See how this one is all taped up, and that you could do the same thing to your board and dummy. You can pad it up, so you can now it becomes like a heavy bag, so to speak. Now you can really bang into it, and then you go into your thing here, and you just really drill on it as hard as you can without hurting you and hurting or your worries about hurting the dummy or whatever.
And he'll grab, he'll back it, and they'll go 1, 2, 3. This is now where part of the Wing Chun was used. You go down, I raise this up, you pass out gradually, and 1, 2, 3, kick. And if you chop joy, okay, come up, pops out, double pops out, back, hit, and 1, 2, 3, out of range. That's pretty much what JKD, and concise. Because this is already hand range. He might defend like this, if he's a karate man. He might defend like this, if he's a karate man. Boxers might defend like this. Only thing usually they're in the left lead. You learn how to do this right lead and left lead. So if I respond with my front hand, he hits with the back fist. Notice that he traps that barrier, comes back. And now he goes out this kicking range. Right? Because he's man win. Now the other range is he stays. Now this is more of a Western boxing approach, going out to the kicking range. This one now, he's in trapping range, but I move out to kicking range, hand range, and then kicking range. Okay? Now this one now, because maybe I can't back up, I respond with the rear hand, and then 1, 2, 3, and then back. The other one, he responds here, but my hand goes up. He traps the first barrier, second barrier, and 1, 2, 3, and then back. The other one, if you could see closely, is right here. These traps on the inside. I think respond. 1, 2, 3. In a nutshell, that's JKD. That's Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
He's always changing the structure, and every time he changes it,
Look at the power and the psychic. Oh,
well,
beautiful
Fox
Jesus.
that were never done Bruce Lee. Without them, we would not have reached the levels that we are now.
I like the in and out from what they got Donnie Yen and the beautiful roots that you see Wing Chun. Beautiful stuff. I love that scene, dude. Beat up all those Japanese guys, karate guys. Which goes back to the scene with where you see Bruce beat up the Japanese guys as well, because at one point Japanese did thought of Chinese as the segment of Asia. That's some beautiful, beautiful video. I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy it. That's my first time actually doing a react to